RU, their military intelligence, they know about, which would be training from Western allies that's going to the Ukrainians. You know,
I read the Wall Street Journal. They're going to give them tanks. Did you see this from Europe?
I think we're sending them right now armored personnel carriers, APCs, and there's discussion of giving them our main battle tank, the M1 Abrams, in some form. It would probably be a little bit stripped down, not have all the bells and whistles. You know, we tend to do that whenever we sell or give, in this case, military machinery to allies. We tend not to give them our absolute top line stuff for obvious reasons. But giving them battle tanks, I mean, you know, at what point have we crossed that line that we all sort of knew was there in the beginning of this? Biden's team was like, oh, no, we don't want to get into an open war with Russia. And, you know, I know Tucker last night on his show on Fox raised this question. It's fascinating. So is Ukraine winning this war or not? You know, because you get this sense of Zelensky, the great conquering hero who's held back the Russians. What's going to happen in Ukraine when this thing is all over, which could be many months, perhaps in years away? What does that country even look like? How functional is it?
It feels like we've basically just gotten a total stalemate where both sides are dug in and there's not going to be a lot of movement moving forward.
There is literal trench warfare.
Yes.
This goes back to even before this, but actual trenches where guys are lined up and there's artillery and they're, you know, doing long-range engagements with sniper rifles, and that's what's going on.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like there's going to be a lot of movement anytime in the near future. And on, by the way, classified documents. Fuck. If you heard that Joe Biden had 10 classified documents, why would the first response not be, why do you assume that he only had classified documents in one office? Right? If they found 10 in one personal office for Joe Biden in Washington, D.C., why wouldn't your first thought be, well, if he's got 10 there, why wouldn't he have some at his beach house? Why wouldn't he have some at his private residence? Why might he not have some inside of the White House? Now, there's a complicating factor here, as we talked about, that he's the president of the United States right now, but these are documents that predate his time as president of the United States. These are old papers. It is a colossal mess right now.
I want to point out, too, because the Hillary thing gets... They in Soviet fashion, try to rewrite the reality of what Hillary Clinton as Secretary of State did. And I was involved in these debates. I remember people at CNN, when I used to go on and say what Hillary did was atrocious, and, you know, they were sneering and laughing because I was like, if this is the only system she was using for her State Department communications, there's definitely classified information, and that's definitely against the law. And they're, oh, that's ridiculous. Hillary's a genius. She would never have classified. Yeah, as we all know. But, you know, they were paid to be the shills that they were, and that's how that went down. What Hillary did was set up a system meant to evade records and had classified on that. But she created this whole end run on effectively FOIA. And I think it's because she was worried that somebody was going to say, hey, so-and-so made a big donation to the Bill and Hillary Clinton Foundation. He expects a meeting in Foggy Bottom, right? I mean, there were reasons why she's trying to avoid FOIA, but she set up a whole system to get around the protections that you have in place for classified information. So it wasn't like, oh, she took a briefcase out one day and there were a bunch of papers and something was mixed in together.
It was more devious than it's been before.
Way more devious than that. Now with Biden, one area where I do think this could be actually a little more damaging is for a lot of people, is this kind of his Mr. Magoo moment? You know, is he leaving papers? And do they make that part of the defense, or does that then open up the whole Pandora's box of guy who clearly has been missing a lot of steps, still the president? You know what I mean? They could be the absent-minded professor thing, except he's the president.
And again, if he had 10 in this one office, why would you not think that he would have classified documents in his beach home? Classified documents with the current president is a mess, but the fact that Ukraine involved to me, this makes it hard not to connect Hunter Biden and all of the alleged improprieties associated with him. Remember, they tried to kind of create a Chinese wall, for lack of a better term, between Joe and Hunter Biden and say, well, Hunter Biden was a drug addict, but his business dealings had nothing to do with Joe Biden. Well, if in his post-presidency Joe Biden has classified documents from Ukraine when his son was making millions of dollars from Ukraine, that starts to raise a lot of issues about whether there was actually that Chinese wall that existed between the two.
Also, Biden today down in Mexico, some things to discuss here around both.
Speaking of walls,
and the whole green agenda that the Democrats are pushing. We'll get to this in a few minutes. But last year, because of you, we saved thousands of babies. If you made a donation to the preborn pregnancy clinics, you were a part of this. They use your donations to pay for ultrasounds that they gift to pregnant women who are considering what to do with their unborn child. Preborn pregnancy clinics have found that when they provide that expectant mom with a chance to meet their unborn baby through an ultrasound experience, life for the baby. It's the magic of that connection between mother and child that is so important here. Witnessing that life by hearing the heartbeat and seeing their baby's movements makes all the difference. We want to help them again this year to save lives. And that requires help from you, the pro-life community. Join me in making a donation to this nonprofit organization. A $28 donation pays for a single ultrasound. A $140 donation. Whatever you can donate, please do. Preborn has rescued over 200,000 babies from abortion, and every day their clinics save 150 babies' lives on average. To donate, use your cell phone now. Dial pound keyword baby. 100% of your donations will go to saving babies' lives. That's pound 250 say baby, or donate securely at preborn.com/buck. That's preborn.com/BUCK, sponsored by Preborn.
The supply chain of smarts, sanity, and truth on Sexton.
Hello, beautiful. I'm Amy Eric, founder of Madison Reed, a hair color company I named after my daughter. Reed to give you the most gorgeous hair color with ingredients you could feel good about. Are you tired of spending hundreds of dollars at having appointments take 3 hours and not knowing the ingredients in your hair color? Then you should try Madison Reed. You may know us for our at-home hair color, but big news, we now have over 77 locations nationwide. We call them hair color bars. Book a service and we will color your hair in half the time it takes at a typical salon and for a fraction of the price. For a limited 15% off your first hair color service at a Madison Reed hair color bar. Visit madison-reed.com/promo. That's madison-reed.com/promo. Try it. Love it. That's the beauty of.
Let me guess. Unknown caller? You could reduce the number of unwanted calls and emails with online privacy protection. From Discover, we'll help regularly remove your personal info, like your name and address, from 10 popular people search websites that could sell your data. And we'll do it for free. Activate in the Discover app. See terms and more at discover.com/online privacy protection.
Imagine an island escape to relax on white sand beaches, enjoy fun adventures like scuba diving, and be greeted by welcoming people. That's what you'll find when you visit Fiji. And there's no easier or better way to get there than with your tropical paradise getaway is just one non-stop flight away, with round-trip fares starting at $899 from LAX or SFO. Or check out great fares to Australia and New Zealand with seamless connections via Fiji. Book now at FijiAirways.com. Fiji, your easy island escape.
This is the year. Enough dreaming about growing my business online. It's time to get serious about selling in my style, as big as I want to grow, because there's nothing I can't do. It's time to get Shopify and take my business to the next level.
New year.
Oh, I thought I was talking to myself there. But heck yeah, 2023 is my year.
That's not your average resolution. That's a revolution. It's a New Year's revolution.
Selling with Shopify to join the commerce platform revolutionizing millions of businesses worldwide. Packed with industry-leading tools ready to ignite your growth, Shopify gives you complete control over your business and your brand. From templates that make site design simple to customizations that let you grow at your pace. This is possibility powered by Shopify. Sign up for Shopify.com/iHeartFree. Go to Shopify.com/iHeartFree to start your New Year's revolution today.
Welcome back to Clay Travis and Buck Sexton Show, everybody. You may have seen this, or you may not have, but Marjorie Taylor Greene, there is apparently a video that is circulating, Clay, where Marjorie Taylor Greene, we mentioned this yesterday on the show, the Dr. Dre song Still Dre?
Yes.
Still Dre. Dr. Dre has a song, and the good doctor is apparently unhappy. At least the people that own the rights to the song are unhappy that there has been this meme going around with Marjorie Taylor using it. And my understanding is that member of Congress, MTG, has fired back after they've said that there's essentially a cease and desist going on now, right, for the MTG usage of the Dre song. What is the latest on this one?
How much of a wuss move is it for Dr. Dre to have gone from, Compton, LA area gangster rap to sending cease and desist to Marjorie Taylor Greene for playing on a video in the congressional halls, Still Dre? So they have sent a cease and desist. They made Twitter take down. So Marjorie Taylor Greene tweeted, "It's time to begin. They can't stop what's coming." And then she posted a video of herself with Still Dre in the background at the office. And they have now said, Dr. Dre's lawyers are, "Mr. Young has not, will never grant you permission to broadcast or disseminate music," lawyer Howard King wrote. And then continues to say that basically this is unacceptable use. Now, this always gets into, I'm fascinated by all this, and this is not me just as a lawyer talking, Buck, the distinctions. To me, this is somewhat of a parody, right? Because Dr. Dre, West Coast gangster, doesn't play by any of the rules, black musician. Marjorie Taylor Greene, white woman from Georgia, using Dr. Dre's music in conjunction with a congressional video is funny, but it's kind of a parody, right? Like she's saying like a master of Congress, which is a totally different usage. Like, in other words, I think she has a legal claim to be able to use this, even if Dr. Dre is arguing that she does not.
It's just also so pathetic and whiny when you have these artists. One of the ones that happens every presidential cycle is, you'll get, and it's always such a shame because you're like, oh, X another band off my Spotify list.
Yeah,
right.
right.
To hear from again, because they'll say, oh, like, why are you using the song? And it's actually the arena has licensed the usage of the song, and if they're doing a rally in legal for the political campaign to play that song, sorry, the rules are the rules, but they still will complain, and whoever it may be. I think what was the one that Trump was using for a while, and they were getting all I forget who it was. Trump was using I think it was the Rolling Stones, and they were complaining about it, but it's like, sorry, too bad. If it's if it's legit, if it's licensed, it's licensed. And you just, I don't know, man. These people are they're all such crybabies.
I'll give you one that surprised me, Buck. I spoke at Herschel Walker's final rally before the actual election night, right? The Monday before election night. Do you know what song Herschel Walker played at the end of every one of his rallies? Crossroads by Bone Thugs and Harmony. Now, I don't know what percentage of our audience knows Bone
I
Thugs
remember
and
that
Harmony.
song.
It's a huge song. If you were around, you know,
Circa
in the late
1996.
90s. Yes, this was like my senior year of high school. Crossroads was among the most popular songs ever. And so I just, you know, you kind of have a record scratch moment. We finished the rally, and I stepped off, and Crossroads came on. I was like, I just, you don't expect for that song to come on, and I turned to one of Herschel's advisors, my friend Mallory, and I was like, you always play Crossroads? Like, yeah, it's his favorite song. We end every rally with Crossroads by Bone Thugs and Harmony, which I never saw anybody write about.
What would be Clay Travis, you know, 20, I'm trying to do the math here in my head, 2036 presidential campaign. I did the math wrong there, I think, but who cares?
I would go certainly with 90s era songs. I think maybe, that's a great question. I go Regulate. I love the idea.
Warren G, Regulate?
Warren G and Nate Dogg might go Regulate. Love that song back in the day. I don't know. I would love to know right now what percentage of our audience knows.
I might do Stone Temple Pilots' Interstate Love Song.
That's good. That's good. I love Regulate.
So much of our audience groaning now. They're like, leaving out Creedence, you're leaving out the Stones, you're leaving out Led Zeppelin, you're leaving, you know. But for the Bruce Springsteen fans, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
My favorite country song is Dixieland Delight, which I think is heaven.
Clay Travis and Buck Sexton on the front lines of truth.
The last couple of years have been bumpy for business owners. How about a break? If your business has 5 or more employees and managed to survive COVID, you could be eligible to receive a of up to $26,000 per employee. This is not a loan. It's a refund of your taxes. The challenge, getting your hands on it.
Go to Get Refund. Attorneys they've put together are highly trained in this blue loan payroll tax refund program and have already returned $1 billion to businesses. They can help you too.
They do charges up front and share a percentage of the cash they get for you. Businesses of all types can qualify, including those who took PPP, nonprofits, and even those that had increases in sales.
Go to getrefunds.com, click on a few questions. This payroll tax refund is available for a limited amount of time. That's getrefunds.com, getrefunds.com.
Kelly here. If you're like me, you don't like to lose, and honestly, who can afford to lose 30%? 23 is all about protection. One way to protect my future is investing in real, tangible products. I'm talking about precious metals from Oxford Gold Group, the company I trust, the company I sent my father to. Why invest in crypto or more stocks that you don't understand when you into something real like gold and silver? Now is the time to call Oxford Gold Group. They have to say, that's all. The phone call is free. Securing your IRA or 401k with real gold and silver is a portfolio protection plan, and Oxford Gold has made it as easy as 1, 2, 3. One app, one call, and you pick your precious metals. That's it. You now own real precious metals just like I do. Call Oxford Gold today and ask about the 1, 2, at 833-995-GOLD. That's 833-995-GOLD.
Hello, beautiful. I'm Amy Eric, founder of Madison Reed, a hair color company I named after my daughter. I started the most gorgeous hair color made with ingredients you could feel good about. Are you tired of drugstore hair color? Upgrade to salon quality hair color that nourishes and improves the condition of your hair without any harsh odors. It's easily done at home, and we deliver it to your door. Plus, our hair color makes picking the right color easy, fast, and accurate. For a limited time, new clients get 15% off plus free shipping on your first online order. Visit madison-reed.com/offer. Take our online color quiz to find your perfect shade. That's madison-reed.com/offer. Try it. Love it. That's the beauty of Madison Reed.
Let me guess. Caller, You could reduce the number of unwanted calls and emails with online privacy protection. The latest innovation from Discover will help regularly remove your personal info, like your name and address, from 10 popular people search websites that could sell your data. And we'll do it for free. Activate in the Discover app and learn more at discover.com/online privacy protection.
The summit continues in Mexico City. I'm Matt Napolitano, Fox News. President Biden continues to Mexico, meeting today with his Canadian and Mexican counterparts.
Together, I think we're achieving some really significant things. Today, we're going to discuss how we can try to help stabilize Haiti, how we can deal with migration, and at the same time bolster our national security.
The president meeting earlier with Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau for bilateral talks. The White House is responding after government documents were found at an office used by President Biden during his brief respite from Washington.
The Biden administration is cooperating with the National Archives and Department of Justice. That's according to Council in response to Obama-era documents found at the Penn Biden Center think tank. Former President Donald Trump asking on his Truth Social account, quote, "When is the FBI going to raid the many homes of Joe Biden, perhaps even the White House?" Fox News reports Attorney General Merrick Garland has tapped John Lausch, the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of in Washington. Ryan Schmelz, Fox News.
What does the future hold for New York Congressman George Santos? This as questions over his past experience, business dealings, and family history remain under the microscope.
We saw him seated last week. There were no challenges to that. This is something that's being handled internally. Obviously, there are concerns about the herd, and so we're going to have to sit down and talk to him about it.
House Majority Leader Steve Scalise today, Democrats Dan Goldman and Richie Torres of New York, both filing a formal complaint against Santos to the House Ethics Committee. A defense official confirming to Fox that the U.S. Patriot missile system next week in Oklahoma to aid in their fight against Russia. America's listening to Fox News.
Democrats say that high inflation would go away after the Fed's rate hikes, but month after month the numbers prove nothing has changed. In fact, housing prices are still going higher. Meanwhile, Biden is still finding ways to print more dollars. Hi, this is Stephen K. Bannon, and I urge you to take action to protect your savings from inflation. How? By your current retirement funds into a physical gold IRA from Birch Gold Group. To see how it works, simply text the word PROTECT to 989898 and Birch Info Kit on gold IRAs. This 20-page guide will answer all your questions about using gold in your retirement account. This is the best way to purchasing power from being stolen by Democrats like Joe Biden. So text PROTECT to the number 989898. That's PROTECT to 989898 to get your free info kit on gold. There's no obligation or purchase required.
Hello, beautiful. I'm Amy Eric, founder of Madison Reed, a hair color company I named after my daughter. I started Madison Reed to give you the most gorgeous hair color made with ingredients you could feel good about. Are you tired of spending hundreds at the salon, having appointments take 3 hours, and not knowing the ingredients in your hair color? Then you should try Madison Reed. You may know us for our at-home hair color, but big news, we now have over 70 locations nationwide. We call them hair color bars. Book a service and let us take care of you. We will color your hair in half the time it takes at a typical salon and for a fraction of the price. For a limited time, new clients get 15% off your first hair color service at a Madison Reed hair color bar. Visit madison-reed.com promo. That's madison-reed.com/promo. Try it. Love it. That's the beauty of Madison Reed.
Angie's List is now Angie, and we've heard a lot of theories about why.
I thought it was an eco move. Fewer words, less paper.
No, it was so you could say it faster.
Must be a tech thing.
But those aren't quite right. It's because now you can compare upfront prices, book a service instantly, and even get your project handled from start to finish.
Sounds easy.
It is, and it makes us so much more than just a list. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
Let me guess. Unknown caller? You could reduce the number of unwanted calls and emails with online privacy protection. Latest innovation from Discover will help regularly remove your personal info, like your name and address, from 10 popular people search websites that could sell your data. And we'll do it